everyone, my name is AJ, and I don't have a good intro yet. Welcome to today's stream! It's good to see you all. Well, I guess there's no one in chat yet, but I'm sure there will be in just a second here. No! Hello! Welcome, Quinn. Welcome, Starry. It's good to see you! We also have a bot in chat. That's new. I got the ads now. Aw, I'm so sorry. I finally remembered to do the Discord notification, then get chat up on my phone, and then hits before I hit stream. But the one thing I forgot to actually do before I started stream was get my tablet plugged in. Whoopsie. Hey Jesse, good to see you. Hey Hermit, good to see you too. Sorry about the ads. Don't see the ads as annoyances. See them as money for me. So today we are doing a commission from somebody whose name is too inappropriate for me to say on stream. But I was supposed to start this on Monday, but then I got really busy with I had an Osmodius video that I needed to edit, so I did that instead. And then after that, I edited a bunch of An Arrangement Was Made stuff, and forgot about it. So I'm starting very late, but the good thing is that they've already done quite a bit of the work for me. So hopefully this won't take very long. Okay, so what they wanted is they wanted this background with this character, their OC, who is very cute, really. Very cute indeed. And then they wanted this pose, which they very kindly sketched out for me. So now I just need to do it, but it shouldn't take that long. I would imagine doing the sketch, since they've already done so much of the work for me, will probably only take a few minutes. Well, I mean, it'll take longer than that. It always does, but relative to other stuff. Oh, I hear a noise. Oh, thank you, Mercer. You've been subbed for 2 months? Holy crap, has it really been that long? My goodness. I didn't even know I've been streaming for that long. So I guess I'm gonna start with the background. The background shouldn't take very long. I usually like to sketch the background divorced from the character first. There we go. So move that over a tad. A little more. Oh, that's the wrong layer, whoopsie. There we go, right there. I hear another noise. Thank you, Alex Applin, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Wrong layer again. Goodness gracious, I'm all over the place today in a bad way. Just dropping by, I can't stay, unfortunately have to get rolling. Thank you for showing up anyway, I appreciate it. It's always good to see you in chat. So I have actually recently discovered the joys of rulers. The background is from the Attic music video. It makes me want to sing. Oh my goodness, thank you for the gift. How many is that? 300? My goodness gracious, that's so many bits. Thank you. Yes, I was very excited when they showed me the background for the first time because I love that music video. It was in my playlist for the longest time. I did kind of stop listening to it. You know, you just get tired of things after a while. But I still like that song. I should listen to it again the next time I go for a walk. Common Mercer W, yeah. Mercer's the greatest. Attic's better than Poison? Yes, I agree. In pretty much every way. Like, the music itself is better to just to start with. I do like the song Poison, but in comparison to Addict, it's a tad boring. The song Addict also like tells you more about Angel Dust and handles the whole thing with Valentino in a more tasteful way. I don't know why they ever changed it. Oh, my brush is a little bit too small. Whoopsie. I usually like to work in a 3.5. I prefer Use Me Up to Addict if I'm honest. I've never heard that other one. Oh, by the way, is the music volume good for you guys? It's not too loud or anything? Another ad in a row? Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, in the back of this, let's see. Looks like the back behind that is just like a gradient. So since we've got all the foreground stuff done, I bet we can probably just start on the web now. I think I'm gonna use a different brush for the web since the web is so thick. We'll go for like a slight off-whitish pink. AJ, did you say anything important? No. I'm just apologizing for the ads. That's it. I rarely have anything of importance to say. When that Steve emoji is great, where did you get that? Ah. It's just here in the emojis. That's great. It needs a bit more of a curve to it. These bottom ones. The top ones can get away with being completely straight lines, but these have like a little bit of slack to them. Not that much slack, just a little bit. There we go. There's a creamer. Why are there so many? Why are there so many Minecraft emojis? That's great. Oh, wonderful! Hermit just got the sketch done for the Osmodius video. When we're done sketching this, I can work on that too. Managed to get another job interview? That's great! I wish you luck. I hope it goes well. So how's your guys' day going? Oh wait, I think I already asked that. Sorry, I can't remember anything for more than 2 seconds. I'm sketching Hyde. Awesome. Hyde's an interesting name. Is that like a reference to Jekyll and Hyde, or are you making like a Jekyll and Hyde type AU or inspired character? I'm very curious about that. I got a tooth pulled and my cheek is still numb. Oh no, that sucks! That super sucks. I'm sorry. I have an idea of how to make this work without ruining it. I want to make that heart like as smooth as it can possibly be. That's pretty darn close. That's pretty darn close to perfect already. It just needs like a little bit of majestic here. Oh. I have been very productive this week. But at the same time not productive at all. Like I feel like there's a lot of time that I've just wasted on being tired, which I feel bad about. But other than like the time, some of the time that I've wasted from just being tired and just napping, I've had like a fairly like a good week. I've had a fairly good week and I'm very happy. I've got the first scene of the An Arrangement Was Made episode 1, like almost entirely edited. There's just a few lines that needed to be re-recorded, a few from me and a few from Adam that needed to be re-recorded because of like some like either like some slips of the tongue and stuff like that. You know how it is, right? So I need to. So I've got my my lines re-recorded. So now I'm just waiting to get Adam's back. He's only got 2 that needed some slight changes to them. But hopefully, scene 1 should be on the Patreon within a few days. And I should be able to get right back into scene 2. So funny story. For scene 1, we actually redid some of the art in there. Like we added on 2 new images, and I had a blank redraw one of the old ones because I had lost the speed paints. But good news, I actually found all of the old speed paints in a folder that I didn't know I had. So that's good. That means that there's a lot less work I have to do now. I probably still will update some of them, like the flashback ones I know that I want to change a little bit. Because the way that I've decided to do all of the flashback scenes in An Arrangement Was Made is I want to have all of them be done in the style of the storybook like opener of the first episode of Hazbin Hotel. I want them all done in that style, so that way anytime there's a flashback, it's very obvious this is a flashback. And also because I like the way it looks, and I enjoy drawing like that. And there was one flashback scene in the original audio version that was done in full color, so I need to fix that. Let's see. Oh, no. Alright, so I got all the line art for the back done. Well, I guess I need to... The eyes also count as the line art. Let's see, they indicated it with pink. All 5 things blow. I think they meant glow. I don't know what this thing is supposed to indicate. Maybe that's like another eye at the bottom. I'm not fully certain. They drew it in pink, so I think I'll probably render it in pink too. I'm not fully certain about that. Hopefully they like that. Adam saying I'm the original T-word flashback was beautiful. I really enjoyed that flashback. It was so much fun. I actually really enjoyed drawing the artwork for that particular flashback, because the way that I did it was I edited like a screenshot from the original show, which made me quite happy. Like, I absolutely loved drawing that. It was very enjoyable. Let's see, all of the eyes, like, are kind of, like, not exactly identical, but nearly identical, so I bet what I could do is I could save myself a bunch of time, by only doing it once, and then put it down there and then flip it. Oh, dang it! The Honkai, bot is still up. Hang on. Let me see if I can turn that off. Because this is not the sponsored stream, and I don't want that bot hanging around in a non-sponsored stream. Let me figure that out real quick. Let's see. Where is my stream manager? There we go. There's the stream manager. Now, how do I turn off that bot? I don't know how. Stream info, clip, raid, manage goals, stream together, an ad. Oh, I can just play ads whenever. That's great. How do I turn the bot off? I don't know how to turn the... I don't... Hang on. Let me take you guys with me so we can try and figure this out, together. Users in chat, maybe? No. I know there's a way to do it. I know there is. Like, I turned the bot on in the first place. I know there must be a way. Let's see. We might have to go to, like, where the sponsorship stuff, is? Man, I forget where it is. What? I'm confused. Normally that takes me right to the sponsorship thing. Settings? Help! Oh, don't show the stream key. I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I'll have to figure it out off stream. I feel like I've wasted enough time on that. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that bot being there. I mean, the link is still up. In in the Discord in the announcements tab if anyone wants to download the game. Honkai has won this battle. Yeah. That's fine. I'll probably switch to a sponsored stream later today anyway, because, like, I do enjoy the game, and I would also like to have more people download it because I do get more money from it. And this is not a sponsored stream right now at this moment, so you know I'm telling the truth. I'm not a sellout. At least not yet. I mean, no guarantees that I won't be in the future. But yeah, I only take sponsorships currently from games or products that like I genuinely like and use. I would not accept a sponsorship from a product I don't like. Like, I will never ever in a million years ever accept a sponsorship from Factor. Ever. I hate their food so much. It's so gross. I don't care how much money they offered me. I will never ever take it unless they change their food to actually taste good. Like, I really do not get how YouTubers can like sit there and say that the food is good. And I know that there's at least one of them that isn't lying when they say that the food is good, because like he mentioned that he actually does eat the food um in a video that was not sponsored, like offhandedly. Um but I just don't understand it cuz it's so nasty. Manage stream display ads in the creator dashboard. Uh I'll figure it out off stream, no big deal. I like this. This looks cool so far. I hope they want the interior of this to be the same. Oh, well that looks cool, but that's not what they drew. Wait, I have an idea. Maybe we could do like this for the middle eyeball, and then the other ones will be different. Alright. Copy. Make sure it's not touching the bar. And no tangents. Good, good, good. I hope they like that, because I like that. More ads? You're getting more ads? How are you getting more ads? It says there's been like 18 minutes since the last ad. You shouldn't have gotten another ad. Starry taking all the ads for us. Why is the way that I got hit with 2 when I joined? Why is the way that the ads play so strange? I said no pre-roll ads! And they're giving me pre-roll ads anyway? Pre-roll ads are not good. Like, not only as a viewer, but like also as a creator, because it makes discoverability so bad. Nobody's going to watch 2 minutes of pre-roll ads for a streamer they don't know, which means that it becomes like next to impossible to get discovered on Twitch because of the ads. I've never gotten an ad on this stream yet. I think you actually might have been gifted a sub, but I'm not certain. That was a bit ago, and I'm fairly certain ads play at different times for everyone. Well, that's annoying. I wish they all played at the same time. Like, that would be better if they played at the same time, so that way, when the ads are playing, I can, like, get up and go take a break or something, or, like, wait for you guys. I want to thicken this up a little bit. It's looking a little empty. The sub just ended yesterday. Oh, that sucks. I can't believe it's been so long. It feels like no time has passed at all. It feels like everything is passing like so quickly. Maybe that's just because I'm old, which means that it's a smaller percentage of my life. Okay, we got all the eyeballs. I don't know what these are. I really don't. Let's see. Ads give our divine opossum more cash, so ads are good. Yes. Ads are good. And you know what? I actually prefer the ads that are on Twitch to the ads that are on YouTube. Because on YouTube, it feels like I watch the same 6 ads over and over and over again. It's so annoying. I'm glad that on Twitch, at least the ads are different. And sometimes the ads are for things that I actually would want. Instead of getting ads for like Pi or Grammarly over and over and over again, I get ads for like food or games. You know, stuff that like I could actually want. YouTube ads are just the most annoying thing. Like, YouTube ads are either for Grammarly, Pi, they're for taxes, or they're just for something that like it's impossible to tell what the heck they're advertising from the advertisement. Have you guys noticed how many ads? Have you guys noticed how many ads there are that like make it impossible to tell what they're advertising? Fellas, you're missing the point of an advertisement. The point of an advertisement is to try to make me want to buy something. I don't want to buy something that I don't know what it is. What was I doing? Oh. Making this stuff glow. That's what I was doing. Why is it... Oh. Oh, it's only doing that. My bad. Hang on, let's take that off, actually. I think the eyeball is supposed to be underneath the pole. I think it's supposed to do like that, and I think these things go on top. Is this angel dust related? No, it is not. This is actually for somebody who's OC, actually. I'm doing a commission right now. It doesn't quite look like it's glowing. I think I need to change the drawing color into something a little brighter. That looks better. And we'll put the blur underneath. I think that blur needs to be stronger. I think a 25 should do it. And we'll do the same thing for the stuff on top. Paste. And blur the thing on the bottom. And then change the color. There we go. If I ever submit a commission, I have an OC that I'd like to see how you draw him. I'd be excited to do that. I'd love to. You've got a lot of good OCs. I got a YouTube ad telling me to invest in some crypto. I remember when that happened. I think you said like the video was like, the ad was like an hour long. I got a straight up NSFW ad on YouTube. I'm surprised it passed the YouTube algorithm. Goodness gracious, the YouTube ads in different countries are terrible. My goodness. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back. There is someone at my door. I heard the doorbell ring. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for dipping for a minute. Oh goodness, don't fall off the bed. Almost dropped my tablet off the bed. I had like so my landlord apparently wanted to inspect my apartment for the freaking fourth time this week. My goodness gracious. I am one person in this apartment by myself. How many times do you have to inspect my gosh dang house? Oh my goodness gracious. So, why so many times? So move-in day is tomorrow. So I'm getting a 5 new roommates tomorrow. And they wanted to make sure that it's clean for the people to, you know, show up. But like, you inspected my house yesterday. What do you think I'm gonna do to the house in a single day? Well, actually, it's been 2 days. But even still, there has been somebody in my apartment literally every day since my other roommates moved out. Like, I'm... Like, yesterday, I had a team of 3 maintenance guys come into my house to fix things up, and they didn't fix anything! Like, the holes that were marked down by... So, okay, let me explain, like, from the beginning. So, it starts with clean checks at the end of the semester, like a white glove check. They want you to bag up all your stuff like you're moving out, even if you're staying here. So I had to shove everything I own into either plastic bags or garbage bags, so that way they could check to see if I had dusted the inside of my cabinets. Oh my god. And they also check to make sure that you like scrub down the baseboards and the walls. So that took freaking forever. And I got fined $75 because I lost my key on the bus and couldn't find it. And keep in mind, this key, it's not like a metal key. It's a little plastic key with a chip in it that can't cost more than $15 maximum. So I got fined $75 for that. And then the next day, like when everyone was gone, they sent people into my apartment again to like come make sure that everything was clean, even though they had done that literally yesterday. So they did that. And then the next day, like, what happened was, so I was in my room. I had, like, just woken up. I hadn't gotten out of bed yet. It was, like, 11 a.m. And I hear a man's voice in my apartment. And I about had a heart attack. It was just a maintenance guy. But, like, it scared the bejesus out of me. I thought I was dead. My landlord did not send me an email ahead of time that she was sending more freaking people into my apartment. I just wake up and there's a dude in my house. Oh my god! And so he came in, he marked down all of like the little holes or things that were broken in the apartment so that way like the maintenance team could come in and fix those later. And so the next day after that, they send in the inspectors again. And this time they came in and they started like checking underneath the couch cushions and vacuuming underneath there. Like, oh my god. Don't you think you're being a little excessive? We just did this 4 days ago. And so the next day after that, a team of maintenance guys, 3 dudes, show up. Like, and to come fix things, and they didn't fix anything. All of the holes are still there, and the one thing that I wanted fixed was the blinds in the living room, so that way I can shut the blinds at night because I feel uncomfortable being on the first floor and not being able to close the blinds so people don't know I'm here. What the frick? I still can't shut the freaking blinds! And then they just sent more people into my house after they said the last time was the last time. What is this? What is this? And now tomorrow, 5 new people that I've never met before in my life are moving into my apartment. My god. It confirmed AJ's scared of men. I'm not that scared of men. Like, once I found out he was from maintenance, I was fine. Like, that's okay. Like, I feel like I'm a good enough judge of character to figure out when I shouldn't be scared of men. But I feel like anybody, no matter your gender, is gonna be a little bit freaked out when there's a strange man in your house that you've never met before that came in completely unannounced. Anyway, so that's a lot of fun. Thank you, landlord, for interrupting me while I'm at work. Goodness gracious. I hope someone clipped that. That was a funny crash out. Yeah, cards in my way. Alright, let me just get back to work. Hopefully these new people are nice. Well, so far, every person that I've met that's been a roommate of mine has been, has ranged from, like, meh to good. Like, I haven't met anyone bad yet, but I have heard about, like, other women's apartments where there's, like, 1 or 2 girls that they absolutely hate. So, like, the guy that, inspects my apartment, he usually has a chick that comes along with him too, but the guy that inspects my apartment once told me a story, like, while he was working, about, like, this apartment, that he, this girl's apartment that he, inspected, and, one of the girls, like, she wasn't there anymore, like, she had to leave early, and she had like missed a few things with her clean check, and he was asking the other girls, hey, do you want to maybe like help out so she doesn't get fined? And they were like, nah, fine her. So sucks to be them. I've also heard some bad stories about bad roommates, from one of my roommates who actually graduated this last semester. She had like a roommate that was like just a total narcissist that was really unpleasant to be around. Let me see, what do we do next? I think it's pose time. I think we're ready for pose time. Let me shove this all into a folder so that way I don't get confused about it. Have you watched the Odd Ones Out video on roommates? I'm sure I have, but it's been like years. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't watched the Odd Ones Out since I was like early high school at the latest. I remember that one. Yeah, he had like this roommate that would never do the dishes and like used all of his paper plates. Speaking of paper plates, one of my roommates had a ton of paper plates and they moved out and just threw all of them away. And I was so sad, like, man, I would have loved to have had those paper plates. I want to watch the new Jesus movie. Which one? I've heard about like 6 different Jesus shows that are happening. My mom banned me from watching him. Why? I'm curious. I remember when I was a kid, my mom banned me from watching a bunch of stuff that like maybe didn't make sense. Like she banned The Courage the Cowardly Dog once. I was so upset because Courage the Cowardly Dog was my favorite show. There's an animated one, I don't know what it's called. I think I've heard of at least 2 animated Jesus shows that are coming out. Like there's one that's like focused around Simon Peter with his like canonical age of still being a child. And the other one I've heard about is one where they're all furries. Not in like the weird way, but like in the Disney way where it's just anthropomorphic animals. Yes, that one. You have to be more specific because there's a delay. He made a racist joke like once in a 3 to 4-year-old video. What was the joke? Waste of plates, waste of stuff that I could have used. Actually, just give me the bin. I will find the plates and use them in my locations. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that the plates are gone. Such an interesting pose. I'm certain I can do this, but it's boggling my brain a little bit. They gave me some references of a bunch of other poses that I could potentially use, but you know, they've got strippers in them, so I can't show those on stream. The one focused on Judas, that he is like a rabbit and Jesus is the lion. I am excited for that one. Something about a black sea? I don't understand what that means. The art style looks so cool. I agree. I am excited for that one. I hope it actually happens and doesn't get, like, canceled. I don't understand why this is confusing me so bad. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a skirt! Oh! It's a see-through skirt! Oh! 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 A black girl collecting pencil shavings? What? What could the context possibly be? I want to make sure I don't make their legs too skinny, because they do have fairly, chunky legs. A horse. Well, actually, horses don't usually have very chunky legs unless they're one of the fluffy kinds. Which leg is in front? Oh, I put the wrong leg in front. I guess we're doing this pose backwards. That's fine. An MLP episode where they met Pony Jesus would be both hilarious and glorious. I think it's funny when like regular kids shows that don't have any religious undertones like suddenly make the the nativity canon to the universe. It's always so funny to me. Pony Jesus is literally Twilight. I don't think that's correct in any sense of the word. How do you even begin to compare Jesus to Twilight? They're not the same, even remotely. Like, Twilight is like this book nerd with no riz. Like, like Jesus was like a charismatic guy. And Twilight Sparkle is like this socially awkward little nerd. They're completely different. And the closest you can get to even beginning to compare them would be like in terms of power level and magic and stuff like that. But like everything else stops at the very like beginning. I'm broken. I think that comparison broke my brain. I don't think I've ever been so confused in my entire life. I can't even begin to understand what what you just said to me. She spreads friendship through all of Equestria and beyond. That's not the same. That's not the same as spreading the word of God. Just people like Twilight actually like she spread the word of friendship and people liked her for that. Jesus spread the word of friendship and got crucified. He got murdered. Jesus' friendship is completely and totally different. It's not even comparable. Like, yeah, one of his big tenets was love thy neighbor as thyself. But that's not the same as friendship. It's magic. No. I can't believe you're arguing this seriously. Like, where's the self-awareness? What? This is almost as dumb as that one time that somebody tried to convince me that Jesus was a trans black woman. That was a thing that happened, by the way. I can't believe that happened. Do you guys not know the lore? I like tweaked out in the main server when that happened. I was sending screenshots like all day. Like I remember like specifically I was having a good day that day. Like I had just gotten home from church. I had had a wonderful time. I had been outside in the fresh air. I was feeling fresh and relaxed and peaceful and happy. And then I look at my YouTube comment section and there's this guy tweaking out about religion either not being true or Jesus was a trans black woman and there was no in between. He was insane. Trans people didn't exist when Jesus was born on earth. Exactly. They would not take a single fact that I said seriously. Oh my goodness, what an idiot. What a crazy weirdo. And the thing was, like, the thing that started it, it was underneath a comment on the Cherubs video, like, that had been made, like, during Christmas time. And this person was asking me, like, what I had planned for, like, a Christmas special, and I told them I didn't have any plans for one because I just didn't have time. And then they started spouting on about Jesus being a trans black woman, and they said that he had to have been trans because it was a virgin birth, and whenever like a creature like asexually reproduces, it has to be a woman because they make an identical copy of themselves. They said that he had to have been trans because people wouldn't have respected him if he was a woman. I remember they also told me that I need to take my pills because religion is dumb and all religious people are crazy and need to take their pills. What a weirdo. Commenter was either a lizard person or someone who took crack. I don't know what they are, but they're weird. And they're the reason that that conservatives and religious people generally don't like liberals. It's because most liberals are fine, but every now and then you'll come across one that's like that, and it makes you think all of them are like that, and it's really unfortunate. And it happens with both sides. And I've never had like a conservative tweak out on me quite like that. I'm sure it will happen eventually. I'm sure it will when like my more liberal beliefs like start to come to the surface in my writing. I'm sure it will happen eventually. Oh my god. Right now that's what I'm dealing with. It's rough out here for us like normal people that have a mix of both beliefs. Because you just get attacked by both sides of the absolute lobotomites. I am excited to have my first experience with a crazy religious person who hates trans people. I feel like that's going to be a very fun tweak out session to like to go through. I'm very excited to make fun of people like that. I feel bad for dogging on liberals so much. It's not your fault. My biological knowledge is crying right now. Asexual reproduction can happen with males of certain species. The thing with Mary is that it's not even like asexual reproduction. She got impregnated via Bluetooth. Agent gonna be the people on TikTok livestream trying to convince them that Trump is bad. What? I don't really. I don't know if I don't like the idea of people like going on stream to try and convince people against specific political opponents. I feel like when it comes to politics and talking about politics, I feel like telling people who to vote for is bad and culty. I feel like what's better is to educate people about like what politicians are doing and then teach them like ideas and principles that are good to follow, and then from there let people make their own decisions about who they think is making who is following those principles best. And for me, you know, I like to something that I value very deeply is the economy. I really do value the economy, and I feel like most politicians are absolute idiots about the economy, and I feel like that kind of includes Trump. Maybe not quite as much as others. I think because he is a businessman, he does have like some understanding about the economy, but sometimes he like does this thing where he goes too hard on being the bloodthirsty um bloodthirsty, uncaring, unfeeling businessman. Sometimes he does that a little too hard and it bites him in the rear. But then there are other people like Biden who don't understand how the economy works at all, and they'll just keep on printing money and passing out free money to people, which is even worse. That never works, ever. Giving people free money never works. I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about money. I'm an accountant, it's kind of my thing. I find money, like, kind of fascinating. Um, and I really wish that the economy wasn't a political thing because it shouldn't be. Like, economics is one of those things, it's not like social issues where there's like no one right answer or like shades of gray and stuff like that. No, the economy is black and white. It's completely black and white. Like, there is a right and wrong way to handle an economy. It's very simple. It's just, it's hard to put into practice. And there's so many people I think in America especially, but it does happen in other countries, they're just complete idiots about money. Like, I've been watching this show, Financial Audit, and I've come to the realization that the average American is so stupid with money. Like, every single communist I have ever met and ever talked to is an idiot with money. And the reason why they want communism is because they will not learn how to manage their own finances correctly. The best way to earn money and to save money is to not spend money on BS that you don't need. But so many people insist on buying. It makes me so mad. They'll spend all their money on vacation and things that they want and eating out, and then they have no money to pay their bills and they wonder why they're failing. I can't stand it. Trump looks like a Cheeto. He does. Communist mentioned, my mom was born a few years before the Soviet Union fell. Yeah. Communism. Communists are so dumb. They're so dumb. I don't even care if I offend anyone saying this. Communists are stupid because communism has never worked once ever. Like, communism is something that works in theory. Like, the theory of people like not needing to buy things and having all their needs met, like, that's a wonderful idea. Um and the idea that like everybody will just work anyway, for the good of the collective, another wonderful idea, but it's something that just will never happen ever because people are lazy and people are greedy, and communism is a system that does not take human imperfection into account. Like, communists will do this thing where they're like, well, that did, they'll like look at the failures of history and be like, well, that guy did it wrong, let's go get a new guy and this one will do it right. No, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. The recipe is flawed. So, as much as I love the idea in theory of communism, the fact of the matter is that it will never work on Earth because people are evil. And there's no way around that, and you can't force people to be good. There isn't a way to force people to be good. AJ, why do you always stream when I'm at work? I'm so too. I don't know when you work. I stream at around these times because of every time so sorry. The reason why I stream at the times that I usually do, like in the afternoon, is because this is when I'm at like peak social ability. Like this is the best time for me, like to keep my brain like from falling apart and be able to actually hold a conversation with myself and with chat. This is prime work time for me. Tomorrow I shall feast on my favorite Polish food made by my grandmother. Are there more Polish? Is Fazbear Polish? How does your hair do? It's kind of like a Sailor Moon. It's got two buns and like a little heart up top and then a little twin tails. But what does the back look like? Okay, there is no back. All right. Okay, so that's a beak. All right. So far, the pose is looking pretty good. I thought Faz was fully British. I thought he was. I'm half Polish, half Indian, yet I sound like a full-blooded American with a slight British accent. Fazbear has so much lore. There we go. Let's turn that off. What is this layer? Okay, that layer just has nothing on it. Okay, so we've got the pose. I can do the line art now. Yeah, I'll do the line art now. It'll be easy to fix. She looks so cute. Yeah. I think this person did do like a very good job designing their OC. Oh boy. I'm kind of like worried about drawing the beak. Beaks are hard to draw. The dancing lobsters. Where's my reference? Oh hey, that actually like worked out perfectly. Never mind. I did it in the first shot. Who wants baby Fazlore? I would like baby Fazlore. Bye, perhaps. Have a good time at work. Let's see. I think they have ears. Do they have ears? I can't tell in this reference. I thought these were ears. Those are just the eyelashes. Okay. I'm too lazy to draw beaks, so I just use triangles. Based. I mean, it definitely works from the front to just do a shape. Like, it worked here. And I like the way that it works in VivziePop style. At least from the front reference. I forget what the side reference of her birds looks like. Now, I think in the reference, her eyes were closed. Her liner is pink. I don't know if she wants me, I mean, if the client wants me to keep the liner pink. There we go. Something I learned about drawing eyes from the side profile is you can either do them like this, where you put the eyes in profile like they do in Egyptian art, but I found that I like the look of it better when you put like the indent in there. Because, like, eyes are a physical thing. Like, they have shape. Like, an eyeball is round, right? And so from the front, it looks like that. But from the side, you only see, like, half of that little socket thing. So the way you would draw just the eye socket from that direction would be you draw like the half of it, and then you put like a moon shape there. And then you can like draw the eyeball if you want. I usually don't because I don't like the way it looks. Putting in the dent, as you called it, makes it look much better. Yes, yes, yes. It took me a while to learn that. The way that I learned how to do that was actually by making a 3D model of Nightmare the 13th. Well, she's Nightmare the 5th now, but at the time she was Nightmare the 13th. And I made a model of her head to help me with perspective. I've since lost the model. I lost it a long time ago. And honestly, good riddance, because it didn't look very good. The eyes looked good, though. Let's see. I think having an Undertale phase was good for me because I did learn quite a lot about anatomy from drawing skeletons over and over and over again. Let's see, whoops. This is where the ear would be, so I need to cover all of that up with hair. I'll add the tails last because the tails will be easiest to position in a way that like looks good without interfering with anything. Being named Nightmare the 13th goes hard. Thank you. I thought it was. I also very much liked the name. I do kind of miss having her be named Nightmare the 13th, but it doesn't make timeline. It doesn't make sense timeline wise for her to be the 13th of her name. Like, just too much time has passed. Like, her being named Nightmare the 13th implies that far too much time has passed in universe, and I don't like that quite as much. I think the story works better if it is closer to the events that kicked it off in the first place. Undertale Yellow is as peak as Undertale. I have not seen a playthrough of it yet, actually. I never actually finished watching a full playthrough of Deltarune either. I played Deltarune for myself, and then I never went back and found out the other endings because I just got busy. Let's see, she's got another eye up here, and in the reference it was open. I'm a little bit more confused as to how to add the third eye. Because I don't know if this is like attached to her body or if it's floating. It would be easier for me if I pretended like it was floating. It looks so strange. I could have it like, I could do that. I'll have to ask. I'm gonna leave it off for now. There's just not very much room up here in the forehead. And perspective is hard. Oh, my brain disappeared for a minute there. I like stared off into space and saw God. Maybe I think you're gonna make the beak actually a little bit shorter. I like that better. I did it. It would have been funny to turn the whole chat Polish. Don't do that. I can't speak that language. I do think it's funny, like, how many Polish people, like, I keep meeting on accident. Where did my nib go? My nib just fell out of my pen. Where did it go? I need that. Come back. Where is it? Oh, great. It's gone forever. Oh, boy. Well, let me go get a new one. What is it? Well, I didn't find my pen, but I did find a bunch of bloodstains on my bed. Well, that's great. Love that. Can't wait to take care of that later. I guess I just have to get a new one. I'm like actually mad about that. I don't want to have to buy a whole new pack of nibs, but the rate at which I'm going through them is insane. Either my pen or the nibs that I was sent are defective or like misshapen or something, because they don't like to stay in the pen as well as they're supposed to, because they're not supposed to fall out that easy. They're supposed to only fall out when I put my teeth on them and pull them out on purpose. On the subject of character design, I've been thinking about how my AU's Lucifer would look, and one specific idea I have is to give him an absolutely nightmarish face. I don't mean just something in that characters in universe find creepy. I'm talking about generally unsettling and difficult to look at. That I like that idea. I do like that idea. The thing about scary characters, though, is it is difficult to like make a character like actually scary. Especially if it's just like a still image, because I've noticed, like, anytime I try to make a character off-putting or scary, somebody always goes wood, and then it takes away all of the fear factor instantly. Like I tried to make Leviathan like off-putting and scary, and I think I accomplished that. But the amount of people that said wood like, be frightened now. And I know that people are gonna do that when they see Asmodeus too. Even though I feel like I've done a pretty good job of making his demon form scary, I know that people are going to be attracted to it, and that makes me upset. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I'm not actually upset, but like, I am like slightly frustrated. Like, I just want to scare you. Stop being a bard for 2 seconds. I wonder who said that stares at a certain dragon themed mod. I turned all of my fears into your... You succeeded in me not actually feeling anything towards Asmodeus's demon form. It's made professionally disgusting. Thank you. That's good. That is exactly what I was going for. That looks bad. I'm struggling to get the heart shape in of the middle part. It's such a cute shape, but it won't work. And I liked Ozzy's outfit as it's so fancy, but you know my problem with this beat. Oh, that sentence without any context at all is so funny. There we go. We'll just use the horns to cover it up. Perfect. Sometimes I just randomly say I'm going to kill you and then kill you again. Based. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Everyone take a water break. Everyone make sure to get some fluids in your system. But I'm very upset. I got blood all over my nice white sheets, like just this morning, and I'm so angry about it. The thing is about the blood is it was entirely preventable, but I thought I was only gonna be asleep for a few hours. I didn't think it would be that bad. Did I kill someone? No, I'm a woman. That's the problem. AJ going through that week, yeah. I'm so mad about it, like actually, like I can't believe this happened! I was wearing protection! I didn't get the night ones. I should have gotten the night ones, but I didn't wanna because they're more expensive. And I didn't feel like putting on a second small one that night. Because usually only the first night is the bad one in which bad things happen, but no, this time it decided to save up everything for night 2. Thanks a lot, body. You know, I would rather wake up in a pool of dookie than a pool of blood, because at least with a pool of dookie, I know that there was no possible way for me to prevent that. I don't want to sleep on blood-stained sheets for the rest of the semester. I have to go buy new sheets now. Oh, new sheets are so expensive! What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna buy a thing of bleach, and I'm gonna put the sheets in there with all of the bleach, and hopefully that fixes it. I really hope I can fix it because I don't want to buy new sheets. AJ, by the way, I made a Trex named after you in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and all she did was break out of containment, scare people, and sleep in the middle of the roads. It sounds like me. Don't tell her the first dino died. Don't worry, I won't. That also sounds like me, though. See, your skirt is so thin that I don't fully, understand it. I'm gonna draw it like that. Screw expensive woman products. The prices scared me so much that I was terrified of asking my parents to buy them. Yeah, it does kind of stink a little bit. What I usually do is I usually save up a bit of money, like extra money for like, and then I buy everything all at the same time so I don't have to do it more than once. They also take up like a lot of room. Like, I don't even, like, I can't imagine how annoying it would be to be a woman who actually wears makeup. Because how are you going to have room for all of your makeup and also have room for all of your blood stuff? That's a lot of space! Still excited for the 5K stream? Oh, right, I need to do that. I haven't started yet. I've been so busy that I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And to be frank, I'm kind of nervous to actually look through the room and see everyone's OCs and then pick one that I think is like not good enough. I feel so bad cuz I can't redesign it if it doesn't have flaws. And I feel so bad already for whoever the poor soul is that's gonna have their OC critiqued by me. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I guess it's a good thing that I'm delaying it because it gives more people the opportunity to submit their OCs. Roast us, AJ, do it. I will eventually. I'm just busy. I've had so much going on, I just haven't like had the mental energy left over to go like first of all read about all of the OCs and then pick one and then have an idea of how to like redesign it. It's a lot of work, you know? I think I need to pull your head in a little bit closer to your body. Mine is so bad in what I was trying to do that I'd laugh at your criticism because no matter what you say, it would likely be true. Oh boy, now that I'm looking at your head divorced from the undersketched, I'm realizing how fat I made your head on accident. That looks like a very strange shape. There we go. That's better. I mean, not really. It's just that you deserve a neck. There we go. Someone got eye strain from drawing mine. Oh no. Oh boy, I can't wait to work with that one. Because I know that your color theory, like based on some of the other commissions that you've had me do, your color theory could use some work. I'm never gonna let you live that down. Ever. Something else I need to do, like when I eventually get around to redesigning OCs, is I need to make sure that I don't pick anyone's OC if I don't like that person, because I will be unnecessarily cruel to them and I don't want to do that. There aren't many people that I dislike, but there are some personality types. It's not their fault. There are just some personality types that I just do not get along with well. And I feel bad about it. Because it's not their fault, they're the way that they are. I've decided I hate everything. Might have to redraw this whole head. There we go. It's a little better. I think I need to make the eye bigger. It really doesn't feel good to know that you don't like your own fans. Like not all of them, just some of them. It's like they like my stuff and they like me, and I feel bad for not being able to reciprocate that. Like, I want to like you too. I just can't stand you. And I'm sorry. Honestly based, sometimes people just don't get along. Yeah, yeah. Like, I think my mom once told me this statistic, that, like, when I was having, like, some problems with, some jerk in middle school I didn't like, and she told me that the statistic was, sometimes, there's, like, 2% of people that you just will never like no matter what, and that will never like you no matter what. And yeah, that does it. And for me, I think that I don't want to like classify this personality type as narcissist because I don't know if it actually is. But like there are some people that like I feel like people demonize narcissists too much. I feel like you could be a narcissist and still be a good person and also still be a likable person, but there are just some people I just can't stand that personality type. I really can't, and I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. Like, narcissism is a very difficult personality disorder to have been born with or to have developed because it's next to impossible to really change from. Because the inherent flaw is that you think that you're better than other people or that you're entitled to something or other, and that's a very difficult thing to have ever changed from because you don't think you have to change because you already think you're perfect. Yeah, how do you I don't even know how you would begin to like try and help someone like that. Because the first step to changing is recognizing that you have a problem, and if your disorder is that you can't recognize when you have a problem, what do you even do? I have been researching it because what I actually want to do is I want to like undemonize it a little bit. Cause Sir Pentious, in my AU, he is a narcissist. He completely is. Um, and I want to I want to explore that in a way, and kind of like how they did it with Lego Batman a little bit. Um, and you know, show it is possible to change. It just takes like a lot of work. Not me remembering that I got a 29% on narcissistic on a personality quiz. I think that personality quiz might have not been correct. Starry, don't you worry about being a narcissist. You absolutely are not. You're just a silly little guy. And you're probably one of like the most anxious people I've ever met. Not the most anxious person I've ever met, but very much. I hate some ways people interact, but it might be me reading it wrong. It's the unfortunate thing about chatting online. Yes, that is an unfortunate thing. The other thing is that sometimes it can be hard to control your tone, like in real life. Like, I remember I used to have a really difficult time controlling my tone of voice. I always sounded angry, even though I wasn't. That's something that, like, kind of runs in the family. My brother had that problem too. My mom has that problem still. It's just something like once you realize that it's an issue for you, like you can just work on. You do have to like actually work on it, you know? I like the fluffy neck. It's very cute. Kind of looks like a dick and balls. I'm leaving that the way it is. I'm heavily autistic, and me specifically, I have quite a monotone voice. I have to focus hard to get out of my emotions of speech. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I totally get that. But it does totally work for playing Charlotte. She's very monotone too. Sometimes I'm just loud and I didn't notice. Yeah, yeah, it does seem I get that too. I'm the opposite kind of autism. I think it's cool that there are so many flavors of autism, but some flavor of autism just don't get along well, because like there's one flavor that's like very easily overstimulated and like can't be touched or else they freak out, and then there's the other type of autism that doesn't have an awareness of like physical boundaries, or they don't recognize when they're being too loud or too gross and stuff like that, you know? Honestly, I feel kind of bad for people with the second type of autism where they don't recognize other people's boundaries very well. Cuz I remember when I was in high school, like they would take those kids, the ones that you could immediately tell were autistic, and they would put them all like in their own little class, and they would never socialize with any of the other kids. Or when they did, it was always really weird because they didn't actually teach them um like, you know, how to interact with society correctly. And I'm the flavor of autism that can't stand to be touched. And I happen to have gym class at the same time as them, so they would be in the same room as me. And I was just absolutely terrified of these two kids in particular, because not only did they have no sense of boundaries or like any sense of how to be gentle, but they would also like just beeline straight for you, like if they were interested in interacting with you, and it would freak me out so bad. And I feel bad because it's not their fault that no one taught them how to be humans. And they're gonna have a really difficult time being humans in the real world. um and I feel so bad for them. Like they were the autistic kids that were so autistic that everyone just kind of gave up on them ever like being able to live their own lives. And for a couple of them, yeah, that was valid. Sometimes there are people that are so autistic that they actually won't be able to make it on their own. Like full on mentally disabled. But there were a couple in there that were not that far gone that people just gave up on and didn't realize that, hey, if you put your arm around a girl, she's gonna be freaked out. Or, hey, maybe don't chase random girls you don't know. That might have been the scariest moment of my life when that kid was like booking it towards me, because I'm very slow and I'm also a very small person. I am 5 feet tall, and I at the time I weighed less than 100 pounds. I was very teeny, and I'm also very slow. So, and that kid was tall. Like, that's terrifying. AJ is a small bean. Don't ever call me that ever again. Oh, I forgot the eyeball up at the top. I need to fix that. Are there any other details I'm forgetting? Oh, the tail, right, the tail. Today we had to pack a lunch today to school, so I packed extra sandwiches just in case my friends forgot their lunch. When I told my friends this, one of my bigger friends took my PB&J sandwich even though he already had lunch. What's worse, he took my cheese and ate it right in front of me! I know he probably didn't realize what he was doing, but I was still a little upset. I didn't tell him though because I didn't want to hurt his feelings and it wasn't that big of a detail. No, you should tell him. Not only should you tell him, you should beat him up. How dare he take your cheese? That's not funny. You put a stop to that. I have a problem with filtering myself a lot. Figuring out boundaries is always going to be risky for me because what tends to happen is I end up making people uncomfortable with jokes I make, and I just decide to stop making jokes and trying to flirt with people because I'm afraid of reoffending. And you know what? Sometimes I think that is the right decision for you. Sometimes it's better to be respectful than it is to try and be funny. Does she have nostrils? She does not. Let me take those off. Were we making fun of Neko for being short? 5'8" as a dude. He's short. Hi, Boo! Thank you! Thank you for the 5 subs! That's very nice of you! Have work so I can't stay. Have a good stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. So it has like a split in the middle. Let me lock down this line art so that way I don't accidentally draw on top of it. I can still grow. No, you can't. You're done. Aren't you the one that's always bragging about how adult and mature you are? You're not adult and mature if you're still growing. I'm surrounded by adults. It's tangenting too much. It's too close to all of those lines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna have it just like not show from the back. What is that? How did that get there? I don't remember putting that there. My dream height is 6'4". Too bad that's never gonna happen. Oh, did somebody clip something? Cool. I think Quinn was 25? It's janky. The line is janky. No. No, this cannot be forgiven. No. Pause blank called me 25. Alright, she's fired. How about that? Feel better? Hang on a sec. I will be right back. I need to go use the bathroom real quick. Actually, you know what I might be able to do? I could run an ad while I'm in the bathroom. Oh, I can't do it. You recently ran an ad and must wait to run another. I did not recently run an ad. I did not. This is slander. I'm gonna sue. How dare you? I would never run an ad while I'm streaming. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello. I think I'm gonna quickly take the sheet off of my bed before we get back into it. What's boggling my mind right now is that, like, it's like the sheets got infected with blood over Bluetooth, because the sheets are stained, but my pants are clean, and I know I went to bed wearing pants, and I know that I woke up wearing pants. So, what the heck happened? It doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. I just don't understand how this could happen without my pants getting stained. Hopefully it didn't. Oh man, it also stained the sheet underneath the top sheet, so that's great. But it did not stain the mattress. So women in these student apartments are required to have like a mattress cover on their beds, like one of those ones with like the plastic on it to keep children from peeing on the mattress. We have to have those, and I guess now I know why. And I don't get why they're quite so like protective of their mattresses though, because their mattresses are like cheap and plastic and would be very easy to clean off. But whatever. Not my business. Goodness gracious. I can't believe it bled through 3 layers of fabric, but didn't get on my pants. That doesn't make any sense. That's not logical. What? I've never been so confused in my life, I don't think. Where did I put my tablet? There it is. Ugh. And Bluetooth impregnated Mary, and now Bluetooth stained the sheets. I hope it didn't get on any of my blankets. I don't think it did. Doesn't look like it. So that's good, at least. Thank God for that. What was I doing? What am I doing? Where are my pillows? I need that. I've noticed recently that I've been needing, like, arm support for my arms, otherwise my shoulder will hurt really bad after drawing or editing for a while, which is very annoying. Where's my other pillow? There it is. Found it. Found it! Ugh. I'm so out of it today. I forgot to close my door. What am I doing? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if I close my door or not, because I'm home alone. I only unplugged my headphones. I hope that didn't mess up my mic. Alright, I'm getting back in bed now. That means we can draw in just a second here. Ugh. Ah! Ah! Help! Ah! Eh! I sound like a goat. What's wrong with me? Ugh! Alright. Okay, I'm sitting down. I'm situated. Please, plug in. There we go. Tablet is plugged in. Tablet pen acquired. Jacob voice any goat that shows up in BBFFB. Sure, why not? Why is my water on all the way on the other side of my desk? I didn't put you there. Nearly fell. I'm alright. I hope you guys are entertained by my inability to be alive. Holy crap, wait a minute. I'm just noticing. I've got 69 followers and 30 subscribers. Holy crap! Those are really good numbers. Thank you, everyone. That's wonderful. Alright, we're back in it now. Yeah. There it is. I'm just noticing her name is Breed Mix. Wait, that's not her name. Oh, those are the breeds that she is. For a minute I read this as Breed Me. And I was like, that's a wild name. How many people here would believe me if I said I had a really foul mouth when not on AJ's streams or server? I believe you. Honestly, like, just from the things that you're into, like, I could have guessed even if you didn't say it. Water. Water is very delicious. Ah. Ah. Ah! My neck! It's full of air! Why is my neck so full of air? My laugh could kill an angel. That sucks. Alright, now I'm ready. For real. Eh. Let me make sure that tail isn't tangenting with the foot. There we go, that should do it. We'll do the second tail in just a second. We'll focus on this one first. Actually, hang on. I want to adjust this a little bit. Nope, not like that. Don't do that. I don't want it to look like a perfect orb, I guess. Oval. That's what it's actually called. There we go. That's better. I wanted ice cream, but we don't have any. And my female parental being already got me some. I want ice cream. That sounds delicious. If only I had money. You know what sucks? What sucks is that I have the money in order to buy as much ice cream as I wanted and as much fast food as I wanted, but I don't, because every time I think about getting myself a little treat, I imagine Caleb Hammer saying going into the store and getting some BS. That's the guy from the financial show that I watch. You guys should check out Financial Audit. It's a good show. I enjoy it. I've been told that I have a very girly girl laugh. Well, you kind of have a very girly girl everything. Except for a living situation. Please, for the love of God, clean your house. I still remember how awful it is. I haven't been able to get it out of my brain, and frankly, I'm worried about you. OJ, have you watched the show Ghosts? I prefer the US version. I have not. I don't watch, I actually don't watch a lot of shows that aren't on YouTube, because I don't have money. And that means I don't have, that means I don't have, Streaming services. Actually, the only technical streaming service I have right now is YouTube Premium, and only because I tried out Nitro and got 3 months of it for free, so why not? But I will make sure to cancel that when like it's getting time to like renew it or something, because that's when it'll actually charge, and I don't want to actually be charged. I was watching a financial audit today, and the guest that was on there was actually this this VTuber, and one of the things she was like spending money on that was like destroying her. Not her. Was it a her? I don't remember. It was an it. We're just gonna say it as a gender neutral pronoun because I'm not sure what it is. But one of the things that was destroying it was they were commissioning an artist for art of their character, and you know that makes me like kind of worry if any of the people that are commissioning me are like getting into financial duress because they're spending money on me instead. I hope that's not the case. If anybody puts themselves in a bad financial position because they bought something from me, that would make me feel so bad. Don't do that. Please, for the love of God, be smart with your money. Do you have any ideas for this idea I had, but I think it doesn't make sense? So I thought that Azriel could take Lucifer's place in the ranks, but IDK if it makes any sense. I don't know either. I'm just as lost as you. I'm trying to make like good use of this space. If I was given money, I would spend it all on KFC, Skylanders, and manga. Please don't do that. Please put some of your money into savings. I beg of you. Please. Please put money aside for retirement. Did you know that Samuel has 4 wives? I think I knew that. A lot of people from the Old Testament actually had multiple wives. That was a fairly normal practice back then. It didn't stop being in practice until like way later. Let's see, are there any other details that I'm forgetting? I'm certain there are, because you're a fairly detailed character. Let's see. Okay, so band around the tails where they connect. So like right around there-ish. No, they mean the fallen angel Samuel? Oh. My bad. I'm thinking of someone else then. Good night, chat. Gonna go to try to sleep. Good night, Blank. Sleep well. Let's see. What? I don't understand this thing. Don't understand this thing. I don't understand that part. I think what it is, it's like a band, and then it has like beads like attached to it. I think it does like this. I think that's what that is, but I'm not certain. I don't really get the Samuel Lucifer name thing. Frankly, I don't understand it either. Let's see, is there anything else? No, doesn't look like it, except for like the eyelashes. I might as well put the eyelashes in now. The eyelashes are definitely colored. And then it's 2 up there. And then... oh, it's 3 up there, like one really tiny one there. Let me redo that, hang on. So 1, 1. I think it does like that. And then I'll thicken this last one up a little bit. Let's see. 2 up top. Oh boy. Did Starry get more ads? How do you keep getting so many ads? When the server was named AJ the Wild Wolf server, my notifications cut off the name, so I wasn't sure if it was a notification and announcements from you or someone random talking and my notification simply telling me. Yeah, I'm glad I changed the name to Cult instead. Is there anything else? Oh, the other ponytail, right. Hang on. Go away. Oh, I can stay on the same layer. What am I doing? You need to be a member to be excused from ads. Gotta love capitalism. I do love capitalism. It means money for me, and money means more groceries. I need to go to the store again. I've got to get stuff to wash. I've got to get bleach. I've got to get like laundry detergent, and I also need to get. What else do I need? Vegetables. I need more of those. I need vegetables, and I also need to get some coconut oil. That's what I need. Okay. Alright. I think we're done now. At least with the sketch. Well, it's more of line art than a sketch, but I do need to send this off for approval before we can start coloring it. The way that I'm getting paid for this one is a little different than I usually get paid. Because usually most of my commissions are usually come directly from Ko-fi. And with Ko-fi, you have to pay in full first before you get any art at all. But this one is a little different because this one was ordered through Discord. So instead, we're doing my payment terms, which is usually where I sketch it first, then I take half the payment, and then after I receive half the payment, I finish it. How is your eye, AJ? Do you still have pink eye, or is it gone? Yeah, it went away. And my eyes still like get a little bit sore like occasionally, but I think that's just from regular allergies instead of from pink eye. Oh my gosh. I I can't believe I got pink eye and it developed in full on stream. That's so funny. I can't believe like leaving my house for the first time in over a month and I immediately get pink eye. That's so funny.